Hello, friends. Happy to be with you here today. Um, Wanted to share a reading from Extreme Programming Explained. So, part of one of my algorithms class for the summer of 2020, I've got companion books, and these are just little things that help. I feel like help people become better at their craft and at their trade. It doesn't necessarily, it's not an, this is by no means an algorithms book, but it does help people become better problem solvers. So with that, I'll start reading from, today we're going to cover the forward to the second edition. This is by the Eric Gamma. He's the guy that works for the Eclipse Foundation and helps out writing the Eclipse IDE. So here we go. Wow, the second edition. I cannot believe that 5 years has already passed since the appearance of the first edition. When Kent pinged me to write a foreword to the second edition, I asked him for a manuscript version with change bars. It was a silly request. The book is a full rewrite. In the second edition of XP Explained, Kent revisits XP and applies the XP paradigm. Stay aware, adapt, change to XP itself. I will interject that Kent, when he talks about the second edition, he said there's one analogy where he talks about driving a car and learning to drive a car with his mom. And that's the same as the first edition. Everything else is completely different. So in the second edition of XP Explained, Kent revisits XP and applies the XP paradigm. Stay aware, adapt, change to XP itself. Kent has revisited, cleaned up, refactored every bit of XP Explained, and integrated many new insights. The result is XP Explained, even better explained. This is an excellent opportunity to reflect on how XP has influenced my own software development. Shortly after the first edition of XP Explained, I became involved in the Eclipse project, and it is now absorbing all of my software energy. Eclipse isn't running under pure XP flag. We follow agile practices, however, the XP influences are easy to spot. The most obvious one is that we have encoded several XP practices directly into our tool. Refactoring, unit testing, immediate feedback as you code are now integral part of our tool set. As somebody that uses Eclipse, I can vouch, yeah, that stuff is in there, and it really is exciting to show students how to use those tools. They like it a lot. Moreover, since we are eating our own dog food, we use these practices in our day-to-day development. Even more interesting are the XP influences one can spot in our development process. Eclipse is an open source project, and one of our goals is to practice completely transparent development. The rationale is simple. If you don't know where the project is going, you cannot help out or provide feedback. XP practices help us achieve that goal. Here's how we apply these practices. Testing early, often, and automated. To get a green check mark for our latest builds, more than 21,000 unit tests have to pass. Incremental design. We invest in the design every day, but we have the additional constraint that we need to keep our API stable. Daily deployment. Components deploy their code at least once per day and develop on top of the deployed code to get immediate feedback and to catch problems early. Customer involvement. We are lucky to have an active user community that isn't shy to provides us with continuous feedback. We listen and do our best to be responsive. Continuous integration. The latest code is built every night, and the nightly builds provide us with insights about cross-component integration problems. Once per week, we do an integration build where we ensure integrity across all components. Short development cycles. Our cycles are longer than XP suggests. The XP suggested 1 week, but the goals are the same. Each of our 6-week cycles ends in a milestone build, which have become the heartbeat of our project. The goal of each milestone build is to show progress, which keeps us honest, and to deliver it with a high enough level of quality that our community can really use it and provide feedback, which keeps us even more honest. Incremental planning. After a release, we develop an embryonic overall plan. which we evolve throughout the release cycle. This plan is posted on our website early so our community can join in the dialogue. The expectation is the milestones which are fixed in the planning iteration since they define the heartbeat of our project. The exception is the milestones, which are fixed in the first planning iteration since they define the heartbeat of our project. Despite the fact that we have not adopted XP in its entirety, we are getting a lot out of the above XP practices. In particular, they help us to reduce our development stress. All these practices, underpinned by a strong team committed to shipping quality software on time, are our keys to hitting the projected milestones and ship dates with precision. Kent is continuing to challenge my views on software development. While reading the book, I've discovered several practices I will add to my try list. I suggest you do the same and accept the XP invitation to improve the way you develop software and to create outstanding software. And this is written by Eric Gamma in September of 2004. So, like I said, this is a Extreme Programming Explained. That's the forward to the second edition. And I just wanted to make sure that I would encourage you to get the book and to read the book and to have a copy of the book on your shelf. But for my students that are taking a summer class with me, I wanted to make sure that they had lots of different ways that they can get access to that material. So with that, I thank you all for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to working with all of you in the future. Thanks and take care.